Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me here at the Galaxy with God, Love Notes. Of course, I want to thank you all for being a part of my journey, a part of my soul tribe, a part of this family. All right, if you're new here, welcome. I'm going to be doing a general reading for the collective just to see what comes out. Holy Spirit, what's the message? What would you like us to see? What would you like us to know? Thank you. What are the messages? Wow. All right, so collective, you could be standing your ground, trying to avoid a conversation, avoid a person, or even a situation. You're standing your ground because you could have gone through something that create a lot of fatigue for you. I have the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and I have the Five of Wands. So it's five, seven, and Nine of Wands. This was a lot of burden for you. So you could be standing alone, or you were standing alone at one point, battling some really deep emotion or some really deep situation. I'm not sure what it was, but whatever it is, it create a conflict within you, or even conflict between you and someone else. Someone is coming up as a devil, or they were in a very toxic energy, the person that you're standing your ground against. This person could be a Capricorn. Capricorn is always a devil, but this person could be in a really low vibration, very abusive, um, could be greedy, could be envious of you for some way, shape, or form. I had the chariot at the back of the deck, so it could be also dealing with a cancer. What's this devil? What's this devil? Seven of Swords. So whoever this person is or was, as I said, this person was very toxic, was trying to get away with something sneakily behind your back. Very cunning. This person was scheming something. This person could have wanted to thief something from you. What were they trying to get? I have a Page of Cups. Hmm. What's the Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords? Page of Pentacles. Someone wanted to take something from you. And it feels as if they saw you manifesting something with the Page of Pentacles. This is something could be in the physical realm. Someone was observing you, standing aside from them, receiving something. So they want to attach themselves to you, a devil card being here. But they want to do it in a very strategic way where you would never even realize what was going to happen or what was happening. This person had really small thoughts, or childlike, or just have their head in the cloud, being very curious as to who you are, what you're about, what you have. Someone was too curious about you to the point where they want to attach. The devil normally want to attach themselves to something or someone that they see. You might not even have much with the Page of Pentacles being here. You might not have a lot, but you were goal oriented. They see you as someone who had the potential to grow. The page is like just planting a seed, but the seed can come out very creative or even turn out to be a financial opportunity. Someone saw that, maybe even long before you do. What is this devil and the Nine of Wands? The Empress. So they see you as the Empress because whatever you work on is turning into gold. They, even though you might not be in their energy because you're standing your ground from them, because there was a conflict. This conflict could be between you and them or within yourself with the Five of Wands. So there was some really aggressive times or clashing of ego between you and someone, and you could walk away because this was just too much for your emotion. There was too much fire there. As I said, wands, they are fire. So this, something was burning too hot and you had to leave. They saw that you could be a good financial resource for them. Why do I say it like that? They see you as a bank. Somehow they think, "Well, this person see you very highly or very wealthy. They see you as having money or having fame, or you have something that they think they want to attach themselves to you for." This is Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. Four of Wands. So they want to attach themselves to you because they want to be a family with you. Four of Wands for me is my family card. They want to reunite now though. They see you as family. Even though they were so toxic, you had to stand your ground against them. You know they were sneaky. You know they were childish. So you know you had to possibly put a stand to something or someone that you really wanted to be around. You could have gone through a lot. As I always say, the Empress, she been through a lot, but at the same time, going through a lot, you've learned a lot also. So you learn enough that you need to walk away from someone that you see as family, friend, or even someone you just associated with. Knight of Pentacles. Whatever they're hoping for, they look at it and believe it's coming to them slowly. They're working hard, or this could be your energy. Someone sees you working on something that is taking a little bit, or they believe them coming towards you is taking too long for them. I have the strength and I have the temperance. So you are balancing yourself and you have the strength to, resist the devil, the devil card being here. You have the strength to resist something that no longer serves you. Anything else? Chariot. Yeah. You're resisting something and you're moving away with Chariot. So far I have Taurus, I have Sagittarius, I have Leo, I have Cancer, I have Capricorn. Yeah. So you could be dealing with any of those persons. I have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, so you're coming out very confident. You're moving away from something or someone or a situation that had you burdened for a while. So now, as I said, the Empress has to go through a lot and overcome a lot to stand here proudly as an Empress with her crown on because she deserved the crown. She's been through all the page situation, all the night situation, everything. She's been there, and that's why she knows how to overcome things. So now she's not just the Empress, but she's Mother Earth. She's all four queens in the deck. But she's not just a regular person. She can manifest. She is abundant. Someone sees your abundance or sees that you were going to be abundant based on how you maneuver your energy. What's this? Temperance? You could even be guided away from this person. So you're now having the strength. Possibly you didn't have the strength before because you were in a very lower energy. But with everything you've been through, you had no choice than to put your armor on, the armor of faith, trust, and knowing that you have to overcome this. So by overcoming this, you're now guided to be stronger than you were before, to move on from a situation, a person, a condition that no longer serves you. You have the Five of Pentacles at the back of the deck and the Ace of Cups. So you are now moving on. You could have felt as if you were in a lack mindset, or this is the other person. You could be isolating yourself, or you were isolated at one point, or this is what they're doing now, feeling like they're lacking resources, could be going through spiritual poverty, or feeling as if they're in a lack mindset, not able to manifest as they should Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands speaks of new project. Someone wants to manifest a new project. What is this new project they want to manifest? What's this new project? Knight of Cups, the Page of Wands. So whatever project they want to manifest, they want to have a brand new start. The Knight of Cups, someone is really wanting to come back, feels like, with a cup of love. What's this? Can this cup of love be trusted? But they're in a very low vibration. This is low vibration. This person is really in a childlike energy. So can you trust this cup of love that this person wants to bring? Can it be trusted? The Star. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Can this person be trusted? I have a Three of Swords at the back of the deck. I would not trust this person. I'm sorry. Someone want to give you a cup of love. It feels like themselves to you, but you know that they were in low vibration, very sneaky, very childlike. They know you're manifesting or you are manifesting something new. They see it, they know it, they want to hold on to you. But you had to let go and stand your ground from someone who sees you as a bank, not just for financial purposes, but also for advice, your time, your energy. Someone sees you as someone that they should have attached themselves with a devil card. But you, as the Empress, you now know your worth. Initially, possibly you were blindfolded some way or another. You did not see who you really were. But with this pain or even struggle, burden that someone placed on your shoulder, you had no choice than to change, have a change of heart, change of mind, change of attitude. Now being the Empress, you're moving on with Chariot from someone you see as your home at one point, or they see you as home, but you know you have to leave as someone was in low energy. You had to muster the energy with the Temperance card and the Strength to balance your energy, to heal from something or someone, some situation that you know is no longer serving you. So now someone wants to bring you a cup of love, but this cup of love is in a Page of Wands energy. It's something, but when I ask, can this be trusted? I have the Three of Swords at the back of the deck. I would not trust this. Anything else? Final card, please. Final. Yeah, there's all pages. There's so many pages. This person is just trying to get more information about you. They want to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, where you're going, who you're going with, things like those. This person is a chatterbox and they talk about people's business, even yours. They talk relentlessly, just trying to comfort their heart, the fact that you're gone. I have the Hermit. They could be sitting by themselves or even in the company of others. This could be your energy also, wanting to be by yourself. The Hermit normally search for answers, and this is how you maybe could have found out that someone that you are aligned with, someone who you see as your possibly your star, or someone you want to grow something with, is no longer aligned with you. So you have to walk away with the Two of Wands. You walk away from a family home where you should have a long-term security, long-term success, ancestry. You had to walk away from this. The Nine of Cups. This was your wish fulfillment, or they saw you as their wish fulfillment, but now they're realizing that nothing that they did was gonna work. So now they're sitting there with the Four of Swords, just gathering their thoughts, maybe being in solitude, only to know that all their effort, all the juggle that they juggle, a very close bond, turned out to be the Tower. Something flatlined, something fell short, something did not make it through to the end. Yeah, so now someone is now sitting by themselves with the Eight of Swords, feeling bound, not sure how to move from their bound situation. They now see everything as turned upside down with the Tower. They don't know what to do, how to move. where to go and who to talk to because they realize whatever happened here was their own doing. Someone create their own demise by just wanting to be manipulative. As you know, the devil is manipulative and wanting to be their way. So their way or the highway. So because you are the empress, you their energy, their negative way of treating you or even operating around you teaches you your worth. You know your worth. The Three of Swords is still sitting at the back of the deck. And it fell out. Yeah, so the Three of Swords again. Yeah, this person caused you a lot of pain, a lot of headache, a lot of headaches, depression, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. You work very hard to come out of this heartbreak. You really struggle, but guess what? Beyond all this struggle, you're still coming out as a queen. You're coming out as a queen of cups. Beyond all the struggles, all the hurt, all the pain, all the sleepless nights, everything that you have to go through with someone who you wanted to build with a family, a close bond, you still come out as the queen of cups. Yeah, someone create a lot of nostalgic memories for you, but listen, you're gonna grow from it. And after you grow from this, you're gonna be able to teach others how to overcome subtle situations like these that have you bound for a while. Any final cards? This could just creep upon you because you never expect something from someone or a situation to turn out the way it did, as you have maybe high hopes of something growing. Any final cards? I have the Four of Pentacles. So regardless of them being where they are, they're still looking at you as long-term security. They're holding on to your memories, the energy. They want to see you as someone wants to hold on to you like their pocketbook. That's what I'm getting. You see, a person would hold their pocketbook close to them because they want to keep it secure. Nobody wants nobody to take it from them. But now they're not able to hold on to you. They feel as if they have lost the Five of Pentacles. They feel as if they've lost. They're going through a financial poverty, financial loss, lack mindset, spiritual. This person is lacking so much. They need to work on self. Three of Wands. Now, either you are waiting on your ship or their ship to sail on, but you know that growth is on the horizon, or they see you growing from a distance. You put down this burden with Ten of Wands. You put down this burden, this extra responsibility of someone who possibly not even know who they are. So it's not your responsibility really to pick up another person's burden who does not even know or feel like the burden they have is too much for them. You might be able to carry it for a while, but over time, this is gonna also burn you out. So their struggles, you might want to help them with it, but it's for them to realize that this struggle is for them to heal from. Yeah, I have the stress and exhaustion card, obligation. Yeah, so you might feel somehow obligated to wanting to help this person out of the dilemma or their negative mindset that they created for themselves. But the easiest thing for you to do, pray for them, move on, let God work, let God do his work. With the temperance card being here, you're balancing, you're healing, you're very patient, you have a lot of self-control, or this is what the situation is teaching you: self-control, self-love, and how to be quiet during a storm. And this is really a turmoilous time, if that's a word. This is a time of turmoil for you, but all of this is teaching you how to be serene beyond the pain. So, collective, if this is your reading, please let me know. I have the magician here. If this is your reading, please let me know. We'll be dealing with a Gemini. If this is your reading, let me know by commenting down below. I have the Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles. So what I'm getting, oh, the Hierophant speaks of belief system, education, conventional religious belief. So you possibly is an old school person. You believe in equal give and take. What someone was not giving, they were only taking. So I guess whatever they were getting is now taken from them because they were just one sided. So with the Hierophant being here, you could have learned a lot from this situation. It feels like a divine is what the divine is and was teaching you a lesson of worth and how to give, who to give, and how much to give, not just financially, emotionally, physically, but I mean, even of yourself, how much to give and when to stop giving. So this was a test of your faith, a test of your resilience. Yeah. One final, no, two final cards. I have judgment. So you had to make a final call. Yes, thank you. You had to make a final call as when enough is enough. When is it enough? Anything else? Yeah. Two of Cups. When is it enough for a brand, for a close bond? This is a close bond, but you had to give up a close bond because someone was very manipulative and they're trying to have their way with you behind your back, very childish, very cunning, very, deceptive. They know you are going to be abundant or they see you in a very abundant mindset and they know that abundant mindset you have, you will reach far. So, with that said, this person wants to attach themselves to you so they can benefit from what you have or who you are, but you have caught wind of it and you've let go. So now you let go, someone is now not in the same frame of mind. They're now isolating themselves, feeling as if the world is against them. But I would recommend you keep moving on, collective. If this is your reading, please let me know by commenting down below, liking, sharing, or even subscribing. Thank you so much again, and good night. Happy Sunday.